Alright, this is a cozy little game called Potion Permit. Now I did play a while into the demo, so I do have a save file. I'm going to check my options real quick, make sure everything's good to go. That looks good. So I do have a little bit of a save file. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start over fresh. So we'll go ahead and delete this file and basically remake a new file. I'm going to make basically the same person. I don't remember what the person looked like, so I'm making someone who looks similar. I did something along these lines. And I'm going to pick the name Eleanor, because that was the name my wife and I had picked out for a daughter that never came. So anytime I have a girl character in a game, I name her Eleanor, because why not? All right. I love, love, love the art style in this game. I think it just looks fabulous. Ah, excuse me. Eleanor, it's me, Dr. Nestor from the Medical Association. I'm on my way to meet our colleagues on Moonbury Island. The association HQ asked me to say hello to you since we're taking the same train. Oh my, I didn't realize you were bringing your dog along. Isn't he adorable? What's his name? I think I named the dog... I named the dog. I think I named it Bertrand. Such an adorable name. Are you going to help out on Eleanor's important assignment, Bertrand? We're almost at Moonbury Station. While you're on the island, you'll be representing the Medical Association. Do you have everything in order? I also love the little Golden Sun-esque emotions that the character makes to smile and nod and shake their head and everything, so that's a cool little throwback touch. I'm not sure if Golden Sun was the first game to do it, but that's the game that did it that stuck out in my childhood, so that's the one I'm going to associate it with. This is a this is a valuable opportunity for us. We're all counting on you. If you're successful, we may finally be allowed to establish a branch on the island. Here we are. Let's get going. This is it, Eleanor. Moonbury Island. And here are our colleagues. Please allow me to introduce Moira and Colin. Hi. Nice to meet you. You must be the new chemist. We've already talked to the mayor. He's waiting for you up ahead by the town gate. The association is counting on you. Don't let us down. Well, she's pleasant. Oh, don't let her worry you. Hey, you brought along your medical journal, right? Remember to check and update it regularly. And make sure to be polite and helpful. You're the association's first representation here. Well, you'd better get going. Good luck, Eleanor. Do you think Eleanor will manage on their own? I have my doubts. But I'm excited to see what happens. Let's head back to the capital. This is auto playing. I'm still not actually moving. Eleanor, we've been expecting you. Allow me to welcome you to Moonbury. My name is Meyer. I'm the mayor. This is my wife, Marielle. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. It was me who sent that letter to the capital. You see, our daughter needs help. Our Rue has been feeling off color for a very long time. We've been trying to find a cure for her, but as yet to no avail. But with your help, we hope she'll get better. Oh dear. Anyway, Rue is currently being seen by Moonbury's local witch doctor. It will be some time before she returns. But before that, I should tell you a little about Moonbury's previous dealings with chemists from the capital. Would you be so kind as to come with us? Before I explain everything, I'd like to introduce you to everyone. Good evening, everyone. We've come together tonight to welcome a guest. Please allow me to introduce Eleanor. Eleanor is a chemist sent by the Medical Association. As you are all aware, our daughter has been sick for a long time. My wife and I are still trying to find a cure for her illness. With that in mind, we have sought assistance from the capital. I hope you all give Eleanor a warm welcome. A chemist? I see. Never thought I'd see another chemist in our town. We know you're desperate for a cure, but you want to watch who ye bring in, Meyer. A chemist? Well, shiver me timbers. I've crewmates more competent than your novice. Nobody from the capital can be trusted. Have you forgotten what they did? Well, this is going well. Now. Won't anyone make a newcomer feel welcome? Please forgive us. Everyone is just a little excited. That's one word for it. Now, if you'd like to follow me, I'll show you to your lodgings. This old building used to be our previous chemist's house. Its former owner moved away a long time ago. Now that it's empty, you can take it over. I realize it might seem rather odd to you that not everyone here is overjoyed about your presence. We have rather a history of incidents involving the medical association. Our relationship has been rather disastrous so far. I imagine they haven't told you a single word about all this in the capital. You'll learn more about it as you discover the island. Let's come back to all this after you've rested, shall we? And please don't forget our request. Our daughter needs your help. I'll see you tomorrow, Eleanor. Good night. Sleep well. Movement. You can move your character around freely. While you are running, your dog will follow you wherever you go. Sadly, he's not allowed to come inside the house. Definitely couldn't be my dog. You can interact with some of the obstacles around you. You'll see a sign whenever you're close to any interactable objects. When you are close to multiple interactable objects, you can navigate between them. Cool. Alright, Amazon came. You can decorate your room with the available furniture. Try to interact with the floor plan object to start decorating your room. You can acquire more furniture by purchasing them from the bulk and build. Any newly acquired furniture will be registered here for decoration purposes. You're not allowed to place any furniture that may block your path between your bed and the door. Try rotating the furniture to fit it into the space available in your room. So no table. Ooh, now that is a sofa that's seen some good times. Let's put that right there. Boom. No lighting. No decoration. Miscellaneous torn rug. Oh. It can't be centered in front of the... That's... Okay, what if I can't rotate it? Alright, well if I can't rotate it... I could move the sofa over. How about I just put it in the entryway though? Alright. What a lovely room. I'm like those Animal Crossing influencers that you see that have just luxurious islands. Look at me go. I feel like... Couldn't I rotate the sofa? But why can't I rotate the rug? That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, you can rotate it, just not the... Alright. But not the rug. Okay. Alright, well, that was a fun decoration. Knock at the door. I bet I know who it is. The only people who would ever care to talk to me. Meyer. Good morning, Eleanor. I trust you slept well. Excellent. Allow me to introduce Zhao, my assistant. Very nice to meet you. If there's any Genshin Impact players in the chat, there's not a chat, but if there was a chat, this is your moment. This is the tallest Zhao I've ever seen. Very nice to meet you. And he's much less angsty. I work with Mayor Meyer at the town hall. I was hoping the two of you would get along. If there's anything you need, Zhao will be able to assist you. As it's your first day, I'd like you to start getting to know our island. I've asked one of our rangers to meet you near Meadow Range and show you the ropes. To get there, cross the bridge to the south, then head east. He also has some things prepared for you. Well, you'd better be off. Our ranger Forrest is waiting for you as we speak. Don't you think Forrest is a little bit on the nose for the name of a forest ranger? Your highlighted quest will be shown at the top right of the screen. You can highlight another quest on the quest page located in your journal. The minimap at the top right of the screen shows quest objectives as icons. You can enlarge the map to view all the quests available around the island. Alright, so we're going to head south. One thing I will say is that I wish that I could move with the D-pad instead of the control stick. Just because I like D-pad in these types of games. But just a minor gripe. Alright, here he is. Hey there, you must be the chemist. My name's Forrest. Mayor Meyer said you'd be coming this way. I've got a little something for you. Call it a welcome gift. You might need it because I've got an errand for you. I want you to gather me some herbs. I'm sure you know how, right? Little does he know I've played the demo a little bit, so yes, I do know how. By the way, the mayor probably told you, an accident in the past killed off many of our native plants. If only people from the capital worked responsibly, tragedies like that wouldn't happen. Well, guess what, bucko? I'm here to save the day and do a good job. Oops, me and my big mouth. Once you're done, head back to my cottage. I'll see you there. That's all for now. Good luck out there, chemist. Swing your tools round and round at gathering points to forage resources. Gathering points are indicated by glowing sparks. Stamina is consumed each time you use a tool. Make sure you use the correct tool to gather resources. You can switch between sickle, hammer, and axe. You can avoid incoming attacks by rolling. Rolling does not consume stamina, but you will have to catch your breath after successive rolls. Okay, here we go. Alright, what tool? I have the sight. That's what I want. Alright, I got 1 daisy. Two daisies. Let's see, got my hammer. Back to my scythe. Oh, yep. There we go. So what you can see is the blue bar in the top left corner goes down each time that I harvest something. So I need to pick and choose what things I spend my energy on. There we go, I got some sticky jelly. Oop. Got another daisy. Alright, I'm gonna chop. Nope. You will encounter resources that require better foraging tools. Your tools will be slightly inefficient and require you to spend more effort to gather materials. Each of your tools can be upgraded at hearts and sparks. With more powerful tools, it will be easier for you to gather materials. Okay, so basically they're saying it's going to take a lot of stamina to cut down this tree, but I'm going to give it a go. Tasteless sap and a bunch of twigs. Alright, so we're looking still for basil and jasmine. Spores. Oh, there's a bear. Got a bear's claw and honey. I know I need those, so that's why I was willing to do it. This rock with moss on it should give me different stuff than a regular rock. Okay, I thought that there was... Oh, here we go. Lemon balm. Lemon balm. Alright, I need to find that jasmine. Warning, path closed due to a landslide. What is this? Basil. 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 Now I need jasmine. Bertrand is hungry. You can see that in the little icon there. think this is... If you run out of stamina, you won't be able to use any tools. Your running speed will also be decreased. Eating the consumables in your bag will recover your stamina. Stamina can also be recovered by sleeping at home or having a bath in the Willow Waters bathhouse. There's Jasmine. I think I'm gonna have just enough stamina. Alright, I think it's a good idea to head back. Don't really have much stamina left. Okay, it's currently 2:10. I need to go to the ranger post before 8 o'clock. That shouldn't be a problem. Forrest went from standing guard to warping to his house in a moment. Did you find everything I asked for? Sure did, bucko. Good job. I have to admit, I'm surprised. Now that you've completed your first task, I've got a new one for you. Find Zhao. He'll be waiting for you at the town hall. You know where the town hall is, right? I do. But you can tell me. Don't keep him waiting. Roger that, sir. Boom! Look at us go. Alright, gotta get to Zhao's before... Oh. Oh, too late. Had to get there by 3 o'clock and it's 3:10. So, I guess we will go home and sleep the night away. Sleep the afternoon away, I guess. There's my lovely rug, my lovely couch. Look at me sitting. Oh, I can sit on both sides. Look at me. I would like to sleep. Alright, now I gotta kill some time until 8 o'clock. Can't really do any... Well, I can go get some more. It's already 6:30. I'll just go to the town and just wait. Oh, it's not even open yet. Okay. Well then. Guess I'll just wait here for... Oh, here comes Zhao. Still locked, even though he went in. He hasn't opened the place for business yet, even though he's there. Here comes the mayor, reporting for duty. Look at him, a good politician, getting there early, ready to do some... what's the word I'm looking for? Legislation and some delegation and some consternation. Alright, 8 o'clock. Let's go, let's go! You're here! So you passed the first test with flying colors. You can tell this is a British game, I guess. Looks like I'll have to raise my expectations a little. Heck yeah, you will. I'm probably already the best chemist you've ever had. And now, let me introduce you to Runeheart. So, you're the chemist. That's me. I've asked Runeheart to repair the cauldron in your house. Let's head over there together now. So, this is the rusty old thing that needs a fix-up? That's right, can you do it? Piece of cake. She's all ready for you. Well, that's me done. Take good care of her, okay? Well, now you've got yourself a working cauldron. Let's make some potions. I'm sure that won't be a problem. You are a chemist after all, right? Heck yeah, I am. If you need more materials, you'll find plenty of resources around Meadow Range. Once you're done, you can meet me at the town hall. Now, if you'll excuse me. Boom! Cauldron unlocked. Alright, let's craft. The cauldron is the main tool you will use to brew potions. To start creating a potion, you will need a potion recipe. You can also upgrade your cauldron to increase its capacities. Alright, so I need a neutralizing herbal balm and a wound cleanser. This is really cool. So, I'm not super into crafting games, but I played the demo of this because I just loved the way the game looked, and I loved just everything audio, visual about it, and it looked interesting enough with the kind of light combat to keep me interested. But then I got into the demo and I realized that crafting and brewing is really cool in this game, and so you're about to see kind of what happens with that. So each potion has a different puzzle shape that must be filled in. Mix and match the puzzle pieces using the materials available to you. Placing puzzle pieces that do not fit the required shape is not allowed. Some potion recipes have restrictions on the ingredients you can use. Follow the instructions carefully to start brewing. The circle frame next to the cauldron indicates the maximum quantity of materials you can use. If you exceed the maximum amount, you won't be able to start brewing. So, it's a little bit of a puzzle game built into the crafting aspect of this one. So, I'll show you here. So, I've got fire element, water element, wind element, and earth element. And so, basically what I need to do is I need to use 5 or fewer pieces to make this shape. And so, as you can see, this ingredient, the 2 red blocks that are currently highlighted with the cursor, it's showing me that in kind of a Tetris way, I can take this and those 2 red blocks can fit here. But I could have also put them here or here or here, but that would then leave me with an awkward one piece there, and so I need to use different ingredients that have different shapes to fill in the overall shape that I'm using to make the potion. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to look at what else I have, and let's see. That's a good... Oh, I have that. I have 2 of those. So what I could do is put that there. then this and this. And then, boom, I can make a neutralizing herbal balm. Start brewing. Yes, let's do it. Boom, look at me go. The first step, brew your first potion. Alright, so now we're going to go back. We're going to make a wound cleanser. This one's a little bit different shape. I can use this for that. And then I have 4 of those, so might as well use that. And then I have one of these. Do that. Boom, wound cleanser. Alright, so apparently time doesn't go by when I am crafting, at least not right now anyway, because it's still only 8:30. And so I was definitely, as you can see, the time moving just in the time it took me to walk here. It would have definitely been moving if I had the time going while I was crafting, but apparently it did not. So we'll see if that sticks that way for the rest of the game, or if it's just that introductory quest that it froze time. Are you done with my request? Well, not bad, Eleanor. I guess the Medical Association really have sent us a decent chemist this time. We haven't had one round here since the accident. Anyway, I shall put together a report for Meyer. I'm sure he'll be pleased. The mayor's expecting a lot of you, Eleanor. That's all for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Alright. So, we could basically just go to sleep and advance to tomorrow, but that would be a poor use of a day's worth of stamina. So I'm going to go back and harvest some more resources so that I can be prepared to make more potions the next time I need to, the next time I'm able. Well, I could make more right now if I wanted to, but I don't know what I'm going to need, so I don't want to waste my my resources. So I think it's cool that the mini-map shows you what things are where. So you can see that there were daisies on there, there's a mushroom indicated. So you can easily tell where you need to go to get which resources, so you're not aimlessly wandering around. Maybe that's a little bit hand-holdy for some players, but I think it's a cool feature. I need to get more food so I can feed Bertrand. Oh, look at that. I never saw that in the demo. The like, I want to say Tauros, like the Pokemon, but I guess that's either a buffalo or I don't even know what. I don't know. A bison? I don't know. But it's cool looking. There we go, got bear's claw and honey. Nothing. Nothing. More bear's claw and honey. Approval badge 1. Don't know what that. Oh, I don't think I have any approval badges. I think you get that from making people happy in the town, which we haven't gotten to that part of the game yet. Oh, that's where that came from a tree. Okay. I still have a little bit of stamina left. Alright. That's about as much as I can do. And it's getting late in the day. It's already 4:20. Nice. I feel like my character sounds more like a horse than a human running. But, who am I to judge? Now it's oh. Sounded like a human for a minute there. Alright. Eleanor! Rue's back. We've taken her to the empty clinic. Dude, if that's what your clinic looks like, no wonder your daughter can't get feeling better. Come quickly, follow me. You got a witch doctor working in a decrepit, dilapidated, not OSHA approved work environment here. Meyer, Eleanor. Here she is. Would you please check her over? Who is this? What are you doing here? Mateo, this is Eleanor, the chemist from the capital. Eleanor, this is Mateo, Moonbury's witch doctor. What is the meaning of this? You brought someone over from the capital? Mateo, let's discuss this later. First, you have to explain what happened to Rue. He is not happy. We still don't know what's wrong with her. I tried everything I could, but it wasn't enough. Eleanor, is there anything you can do? Please help my daughter. Alright, let's see. What can we do? My neck feels weird. Alright, here we go. Whenever an unknown symptom appears on... For some reason there's like a ring blocking the text. Whenever an unknown symptom appears on a patient's body, you will identify it first through diagnosis. Once you perform the diagnosis successfully, you will know which disease the patient has. Complaints. My neck feels weird. Okay. The goal of this minigame is to press the input that appears, landing on the right input and within the hitbox. You will lose progress bar points if you press the wrong input or press outside the hitbox. Your performance during the minigame will affect your patient satisfaction level. Can I use the D-pad? I don't remember. Yes, I can. How is she? Will she be all right? The sunworm symptom? Yes, that's one of the symptoms, but the disease is far more complicated than we thought. You want to help? I won't let that happen. We shouldn't use any unnatural drugs on Rue. Dude, like, it doesn't get more natural than me harvesting herbs from a field. Like, come on. But if it might help my daughter, please do anything you deem necessary for her sake, Eleanor. Rue is still weak, Meyer. My advice is that we should use our traditional methods to find a cure. Using unnatural drugs from the capital might have side effects we're unaware of. But if they cure my daughter... Besides, Eleanor can only use ingredients available on the island to cure her. If that's what you think is best, dear. Do you really believe that? If you mess this up, you'll pay the price. Do whatever you can for her, Eleanor. Please. Alright, so we need to craft moon brine for Meyer's daughter. Boom, moon brine right there. A strong mixture that kills the germs and bacteria that cause sunworms. Okay, so got two shapes here. If we use a bear claw, I feel like we have a... Let me see here. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for, that shape right there. Two of those, and boom. We are ready. Bear claw and two slime things. Gives me moon brine. Alright. Let's go. Let's go! There's something wrong with my neck. Alright, here we go. Boom! Treatment completed! Satisfaction, happy. That's what we like in the medical industry. If only all of my patients were this easy in real life. Thank you. I can't wait to get back home to Papa. Here they come. Rue, my dear, are you feeling any better? Yes, I think so. Thank goodness. Oh, my little girl, you're finally cured. Do you feel strange at all, Rue? No, Mama. I've never felt so good. Thank you, chemist. We are profoundly in your debt. I'm glad to hear that. He's not really glad to hear that. He's just mad that I was the winner and he was the loser. You're a loser! But you, what exactly was in that bottle? You must have given her some suspicious stuff. There's no way she could have been cured this fast. Dude, I gave her a bear claw and two slime things. Like, come on, that should cure anything. Still lying, I see. I'll expose your little scheme. Now, Mateo. Eleanor is here to help Rue. Why can't we work together to find a solution? But this kid's from the capital. Have you forgotten what they did to our island? Certainly not, but times have changed. After all, I'm the one asking for help. You're just too impatient, Mayor. We tried all sorts of methods to cure her, but nothing worked. And if change could make everyone's lives better, who am I to refuse it? I'm disappointed in you. If my commitment to this community means nothing to you, feel free to ask this capital lackey for assistance. Just don't you come running to me for help. It's alright. He used to be such a pleasant chap. I'm afraid he seems to have taken a dislike to you. No kidding. He is a very idealistic person. Marielle, you'd better be off home and let Rue get some rest. Dude, you're really gonna keep her in this dingy clinic? Like, look around, man. All right, darling. Have a good rest, dear. Yes, Mama. Since Rue will be in the clinic for a while, please keep an eye on her. Dude, she's never felt better. Why does she need to stay here? And I shall send a letter to the Medical Association about your accomplishment. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Word of mouth. I'm sure they'll be happy to know how things are progressing. Yeah, especially that lady that hated me, right? Well, I think we're done here. I shall see you again soon. Bum, 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 bum. All right. We've got full stamina, and it's 7 a.m. Let's go get some more stuff. Oop, wrong way. I know I kind of talked about it before, but man, the mini-map is so good in this game. Like, dang. Whoever came up with it and did the artistry for it and the detail, like, dang. It's so good. Alright, let's get some more stuff. Dang, that tiny little sliver, really? How do I feed you, dog? I don't... Can I only feed you in the city? No, that doesn't work. Nope, that doesn't work. I don't need to eat. I want to feed you, buddy. Oh, there we go. Your dog will occasionally tell you how he feels. You can see this by the emoticon sometimes shown above his head. How do they know that I picked a boy name for a dog? I very well could have picked a girl name. You'll need to whistle for your dog before interacting with him, but you won't be able to whistle for him when he's too far away. Your dog loves food and loves to be petted. Is that really... Is petted really right? Or would you say pet? I don't know. By feeding and petting your dog, your bond with him will start to grow. He is a loyal and helpful pet, especially when you develop a close bond. Perfect. Let's pet. Got a little tiny sliver. Let's give you some food. What you want, buddy? Let's give you mushroom. Okay. Looks like he's good for now. Alright, cool. Ooh, bitter tasting sap. I wonder what shape that is. Yeah, tasteless sap. That's what I was looking for. Ooh, more bitter tasting sap. There we go. I still haven't quite figured out if different tools do different damage to enemies, or if it's just they vary. I mean, it looks like that did quite a bit. Have we seen anything good come out of rocks? Oh, there we go. There's something. Iron ore. Perfect. Does my stamina go down if I whiff? Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's good to know. Spores are good. Mushrooms are good. Bears are good. Yeah. I remember Bear Claw being useful for that potion for Rue from the demo. So I knew that stocking up on those was a good idea. I didn't remember how many I needed. Obviously, I ended up with a lot more than I needed, but still. Alright, I think we're good. Let's head back to town. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. I mean, if I have to have it stick out in my brain, I want it to stick out in your brain as well. Misery loves company, you know. Step aside, chemist. Talk to me once you've shown you can actually work. Dude, I thought we were friendly already. Didn't I prove myself to you? I thought he was gonna say something nice to me. Guess not. Hey, you'd better tread carefully. We're watching you. Guess they're not happy with me yet. Alright, well, I think that's all that we can do for today. So we're gonna go back to our lovely room. Good morning. Some people from the Medical Association have arrived at the town hall. They want to discuss something with you. Would you please follow me? Dang, getting in early hours. It's only 6 a.m. still, right? There you are. I wasn't expecting you to be able to cure the mayor's daughter so fast. I must say we were rather surprised at your achievements. I have brought you all here simply to discuss what's next. Yes, I'm aware of that. Could you give us a little more explanation? As you're aware, your chemist successfully cured my daughter. But now I have realized that what happened to Rue could happen to any of my citizens. Our knowledge here is very limited. And that is precisely why we need a person like you, Eleanor, to assist us with your knowledge. If I'm not asking too much of you, I would like your permission to let Eleanor help us for a while, so we can exchange our knowledge and strengthen the bond between Moonbury and the capital. Of course, Mayor, our association would be glad to assist you. This cooperation could be a stepping stone for both of us. Our priority is helping as many places as we can to stay safe and healthy. Eleanor can stay here for as long as you need. Thank you. I officially grant my permission for the Medical Association's representative to reside and work in Moonbury. And I, as a delegate of the Medical Association, give Eleanor a mandate to help the citizens of Moonbury starting from today. Well, this important task is now on your shoulders. Go and do what you do best. Well, her tune has changed. Wow, congratulations! Thank you. Well, you must excuse us, we have a train to catch. And a report to write about this milestone. It's going to be a long report. I might leave it to you, Moira. Come on, Colin, it's your job. Don't be so childish. Stop bickering, you two. We need to get going. Best of luck, Eleanor. Don't let us and Moonbury down. Now, since you're officially staying here with us, we should discuss our next steps. I greatly appreciate all the effort you put in for Rue. My wife and I will be forever grateful. I shall need to make some major changes in order to prevent such diseases taking hold in Moonbury. But, as you know, not all of Moonbury residents are fond of people like you, people from the capital. And in order to make changes to healthcare here, we need to start changing their perspectives. We will need to work extra hard to bring them round. Some of them may be stubborn, but I assure you, they are good people. Why don't you introduce yourself around the town? I'm sure they'll start to warm to you once they know who you are. Trust reflects how well you are perceived as a chemist in Moonbury. The thumbs up icon indicates your current position of trust within the community. Having a thumbs down icon will affect the way all the villagers treat you. They won't talk to you, and you won't be able to trigger any events around town. You can gain trust points by successfully treating villagers who need help. Failing on the treatments will lose you trust points. Okay. Alright, so I think that that's a good stopping point for episode 1 of this series. I still have not made it to the point at which I played the demo. So this is still not yet brand new to me, but I hope that you're enjoying this journey so far. I know that I'm enjoying playing it again so far. I had a great time playing the demo. I'm having a great time playing this again. We're getting closer and closer to the point at which I will get fresh new content, so I'm excited to do that. But we're gonna go ahead and take a stop at this point for episode 1, and we'll resume from here for episode 2. So thank you again for watching. if you like the content and you like this game, please definitely subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, leave a comment on this video so that I know what you're thinking and what you're feeling about the video and the game. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.